Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be recreating a video that I just recently saw on Amanda's channel. She is Makeup Just for Fun. If you have not discovered her, she is a fantastic content creator. I know I say that a lot, but there's just so much talent out there in YouTube and there's a lot to kind of sift through. So I like to talk about the channels that inspire me, and this definitely did. So Amanda, she does a ton of review videos. I know that I get a lot of really good recommendations on new Colourpop releases, as well as new NARS releases, a variety of other things. She does a lot of MAC new releases as well, and I really appreciate the thoroughness that she goes through each of these collections, and I feel like she can help me make really good decisions, especially when it comes to Colourpop releases. She does really great comparisons. So for example, she reviewed the Wild Nothing collection, which I was so sucked into because the packaging and the aesthetic is just, oh, so beautiful. But she compared it against a couple of the existing Colourpop palettes, including the She's Got Solstice, and they were so remarkably similar. I don't actually need that palette. So she does a lot of those types of things, and I really very much appreciate that. But here recently she posted a video, and I will make sure to link it up in the cards, where she took all of her Colourpop single shadows, randomized them into a 12-pan palette. And I thought, gosh, that is genius. That is genius. I want to try that. That is so much fun. So she only used her Colourpop single shadows. I don't have a ton of Colourpop single shadows, so I'm also going to be throwing in my Sydney Grace shadows as well. I wanted to go with just standalone single eyeshadows. I do have some depotted Z palettes that are kind of a hodgepodge of a bunch of different palettes that I broke apart and depotted. I feel like depotted is the wrong word, but I don't know, it doesn't matter. So I didn't want to use those because if you like any of the shades that you see, I wanted you to be able to buy them if you wanted. And I will make sure to link them all in the description box below, just like I do on all of my videos. But I'll also make sure to let you know whether or not, at least at time of this video being filmed, if they're still available, because Colourpop and Sydney Grace both come out with new shadows, retire shadows, things like that. So I will make sure to indicate whether or not they're currently available for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what eyeshadows I'm going to be working with. All right, so here we have all of my single shadows, my Colourpop and Sydney Grace, since that's what we're going to be working with today. This is just an empty palette that I got off of Amazon, but it holds 12 shadows. I have them conveniently marked out here so that when we go ahead and pull them up on my pretty random app, I don't have to spend a ton of time trying to figure out what is what. So I have set my minimum value of 1 and a maximum value of 112. So let's go ahead and randomize. The first one is 94, which will actually come from this one right here. So 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94 is this one right here. This is Paper Tiger. Awesome, awesome shadow. I love this one. All right, the next one is number 5, okay? So that is going to come from my Sydney Grace palette. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this bronzy shade right here. This is Tiger Tail. It's kind of funny. .43, also from my Sydney Grace palette. So let me slide this back just a tad so that you can see it. So 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43. This one right here, which is called Pumpkin. All right, let's go ahead and randomize again. 56. Coming from this here, these are also Sydney Grace shadows. starting with number 50, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56 is the shade right here, which is Billow. So far, we're looking pretty neutral. All right. Number 7, sticking with Sydney Grace. So if this was 5, 6, and 7, which is Harvest. Number 70, back into Colourpop. That's going to come from this palette right here. So 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. We have some color. All right, this is Neutrino. 109. Comes from this other Colourpop palette. So starting with 88, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. More purple. This is Silver Lining. 112. Our very last shade is actually not a Colourpop shadow. So this little quad right here are the Makeup Geek shadows that I own. I forgot about that. This is Cupcake. 15. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is Underworld. All right, 3 left. 52. All right, so 50, 51, 52. This is Red Chameleon from Sydney Grace. 18, also Sydney Grace. This is almost all Sydney Grace. How funny. All right, so if this one was 15, 16, 17, 18. This is Mythical. And then, alrighty, last shade, 36. Staying put. Count. Okay. So if this was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Yeah, this gorgeous lime green color in Electric Lime. All right, so this is what our little palette looks like. I think it's fun, actually. I mean, there isn't a ton of bright colors in it. This is probably the only bright color, but we have some nice warm neutrals here, but then we also have some purples here. Let me go ahead and swatch everything for you. I think that would be fun. Alrighty, so here is what we are working with. So this one here being Paper Tiger all the way down to Electric Lime. And I have to say, I was very surprised with how poorly this shade and this shade swatch. So this is Silver Lining from Colourpop, and then this right here is Cupcake from Makeup Geek. I know that these are 2 older ones in my shadows, or in my collection rather, but I was surprised. I had to build up Silver Lining really aggressively. So this should be very interesting. But as you can see, Red Chameleon is a duochrome, and it is really beautiful. It's one of those duochromes that goes from kind of a red to to a blue to a purple to a green sort of thing. And it's really, really beautiful. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it somewhat simple, but I am going to start with this shade right here, all in my crease, just to kind of give a good base to start from. Just using a big fluffy, this is a Luxie 229. And then I am going to go ahead and deepen up the crease using this shade right here, which is called Underworld. It does have some micro shimmer in it. Honestly, I don't mind that too terribly much. I know some people don't mind it, other people really don't like it. Honestly, I just use them just like I would any other matte, because once you blend it out, for me at least, I find this sparkle just sort of blends away, so it's kind of pointless, I guess. But just be aware. And then with no additional product, I'm going to go back in with that Luxie brush just to kind of blend these two edges together. All right, and then, because I know people will be super disappointed if I don't, and I know I would be disappointed if I was watching this video and I didn't, I'm gonna go in with the duochrome, so Red Chameleon right here, and I'm gonna take that all over the lid itself and then probably adjust the edges a little bit. I haven't decided on that part yet though. So we'll just see how it looks with it applied. It really is such a pretty, pretty shade. I love that. And I'm just patting this on with a flat shader brush. This is a Suva Buda 530. Suva Beauty, not Buda. That's weird. That looks so pretty. Love it a lot. In fact, I don't think I need to do really anything to it, but I am gonna go ahead and work on the lower lash line. I'm just gonna do the reverse of what I did in my crease. So I'm gonna take Underworld on the end and I'm gonna put that really close to my waterline and then blend it out with this peach shade right here, which the name escapes me. I cannot remember which one this is. Oh yeah, Pumpkin. All right, now I'm going to do something that might be awesome, or it might completely ruin the look. I don't really have a shade in here that would work as an inner corner highlight under normal circumstances. Usually I try to go with something light and sparkly, but I don't have that. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a pop of color in the inner corner. So I think I'm gonna go with this purple shade right here, Mystical. That's why I said it could look amazing, or it could just really ruin the look, which would be sad because I'm liking how this is looking. All right, I can live with that. It is definitely bright. I hope that's coming through on camera because it looks really, really neat in person. And I barely touched that with my brush. These Sydney Grace shadows are so incredible. They're so good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to apply some mascara, just my Marc Jacobs at Lashed, and then add a lip, and then we'll come right back for the final look. All right, so here we are with lashes and lips on. I just piled on a bunch of my Marc Jacobs at Lashed mascara. I applied a lip liner from a Project Pan as well as a lipstick from Project Pan. This is the Lancome Kiss Smile Shine. It is really pretty and glossy, and I thought that it complemented this look very well. I liked how this turned out. Now, my palette was not as vibrant and fun as Amanda's, but I still think it was a really neat process, and I think what I came up with works pretty well, So I think I'm gonna hang on to it in this form and kind of play with it a little bit more. And if this is a video that you wanna see me do again, please let me know because it was a ton of fun. Definitely please make sure to go check out Amanda's channel. She is fabulous and you will love her. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.